Hey guys, it's Jason Balin from Hard Money Bankers, and in studio today, standing next to me is Glenn Eunice from cornerunitmedia.com, local social media marketing expert. Today we're going to talk about the 5 social platforms that we use inside of our business, and it's probably safe to say that these are the social media platforms that Glenn recommends his small and medium-sized business owners use as well.
Yep.
So let's just dive right into them. We're going to start with Facebook.
That's the big dog. Yeah. Facebook's the big dog. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you like Facebook, and then I'll...
Well, the good thing about Facebook with real estate investors is that's where our target audience is on Facebook. Everyone's using, they're scrolling through their feeds. All of these are super important, but Facebook, if you had to pick one to do, and I do believe you should use all 5, if you have one to do, stick with that.
Yeah, so I think where I'd like to start, because it's going to relate to all these, is you said something so smart that I don't think a lot of businesses and companies know, and if they don't, they should. Target audience. Yeah, you can hit your target audience on all these, likely. Do you even know, not you, but does one know their target audience? And you need to know that. So for your business, for Hard Money Bankers, we actually know the exact persona of someone who we're going after. It is probably a male, they're probably 35 to 54, and there's certain sort of points that we can hit to target them, right? Is that correct? So you guys know exactly who you're going after and why, and then you can figure out, okay, who am I going after, why, and then where do I go after them? And that's where we get to Facebook. So Facebook is wildly powerful. We know that almost 75% of online users at this point, Jason, are on Facebook. They've reached the 2 billion user worldwide pinnacle. So they are now over 2 billion people are on Facebook. 75% of online US users are on Facebook, AKA everyone's on Facebook. If you're not hitting people there, you're not hitting them. It's the new white pages, yellow pages times 10. It's basically Google in a different aspect. So Facebook's wildly powerful. You can run targeted ads. You can see videos like this, you can load in, you can do live on Facebook. There's a million different ways. You can run lead generation campaigns, you can find leads inside of Facebook that you can target directly in Messenger in Facebook. I mean, there are literally a million different things that one can do on Facebook. The biggest dog in the building, the most targeted, and easily the best bang for your buck. What you can spend on an ad to target direct people on Facebook is a fraction of what it would cost in traditional TV, radio, magazine, newspapers. And it's quantifiable. You buy a billboard on the side of the road, great. Are people going to see it? Probably. How do you quantify that? You can't. Facebook, you can. You have direct data and information, and it's the best.
Agreed. If you're missing the boat, if you're not currently using that inside your business. Let's jump into Twitter.
Yeah. Twitter I use for my newspaper personally, and I think a lot of people do. Twitter's losing a little bit of its juice. It really is. They're about at 300 million users. Facebook's at 2 billion, 300 million to 2 billion. It's really losing legs, but it's still a very powerful news thing. And if you have a business where you want to show that you're an expert and that you're credible in the marketplace, you should be on Twitter. We're not going to spend $1 billion in resources on Twitter, but you should be there because it helps for your algorithm. When you're searching for your company, it pops up. And really, it's just good to be there. We're on Twitter. Twitter's a real place. You need to be there.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that still use it, so you might as well maximize it.
No doubt.
There's no reason not to. Yep. Let's do Instagram for a little bit.
Instagram is the new sexy dog, man. Instagram's bought by Facebook recently, and they're integrated, and there's some overlap there. But Instagram is a picture-based platform. When you write a post about it or captions, you're not able to put hyperlinks, so you can click directly to stuff. They want to keep it that way. You can link in a bio, but you have to switch that out. Instagram is very picture-based. If you have a real estate agency, if you're a car dealership, if you're a restaurant, places that are sexy, and you can put out sexy content to draw eyeballs to then credibility of the business, then they go to your website, then they go to your Facebook page. Instagram is beautiful for that. Hashtags are huge on Instagram for tracking and for trending and for search engines. So when you write Howard County, which is where our headquarters here at HMB and Corner Unit Media are, you want to write Baltimore, you write real estate investment, you type all these, you hashtag all these keywords, if you will, if people know what keywords are in searching, that will populate in different venues than just your feed, which is a huge deal for search. People outside your realm can find you via Instagram, put up beautiful pictures to draw people's attention, and then you draw them back to your business.
I think it's the easiest platform because you throw up an image, it tells you exactly what's going on. There's no image and then text, and you have to describe exactly what's going on. You put a picture, and as soon as you get that down, you know exactly what's going on in that video or that image. So it makes it super easy. And Instagram and Facebook overlap so much. You do ads in Facebook, push them to Instagram. And does it do vice versa as well? You do stuff on Instagram that posts into Facebook?
No, it's Facebook's the hub, and it goes to Instagram.
Got it.
But this is where you show your beauty, your class, your culture.
Sure.
Instagram's that high-end picture stuff.
Exactly. Let's jump into LinkedIn, which is a little bit more business to business than maybe business to consumer, depending on what niche you're in.
Yeah, LinkedIn's crazy, wildly powerful. Most of you that are watching that have any sort of business in you, you've probably used LinkedIn from your personal to another person. It is huge for business to business, even if it's person to person, if that makes sense. Business pages are a little bit different, and quite frankly, we're trying to figure out a way to reverse engineer the work from business pages to people. But really where we're seeing the most power is a personal page on LinkedIn going to another personal page in LinkedIn, business to business communication. It's wildly powerful. And here's a tip that a lot of people just add followers, add connections. Oh, I'm going to connect with them, unconnect them to build up their bucket. That works for some people, quantity over quality. But for LinkedIn, where we're seeing the most value is engaging with people and connecting with people that you really know or that have been recommended from somebody else that you really know. So your bucket is truly a really powerful inner circle. If you use that right in LinkedIn, it's crazy powerful.
We get a lot of value from the older demographics that maybe are not on Facebook, but they see posts or stuff that we've contributed to LinkedIn. They're like, oh, I read your article there, and you know, it works out. So there's certainly a lot of market share there.
Yeah, you're an expert.
Yeah, let me jump into Google Plus a little bit, because it's something that we use, and Google Plus I think is an interesting platform because it never really caught on compared to the other ones. I feel like they wanted to become a social network, but never really became it. A lot of people don't use Google Plus for their personal, but on a business, I can tell you firsthand, it's really effective. First off, all the stuff we post on Google Plus pushes to our Google business page, our Google local page, and because of that, it shows up in the search algorithm inside Google. So for instance, go to Google right now, just search hardmoneybankers.com, and what you'll see on the right-hand side is you'll see our Google business page, our map, everything. And what happens is when we're uploading content, videos, text, images, whatever the case is, to Google Plus, it's pushing to that page, so it's streaming and it's real life. And purpose of obviously all the social stuff, and we'll hear your opinion of what you believe it is, but in my opinion is you want to have as many web assets as possible with your business. Not only do you want to, if you own a store, you want people to come into your store, but imagine if you had these virtual stores everywhere. It's not just coming to your website, they're coming to all these social platforms, and this was a really good, easy way that if someone can't find you here, they're going to find you there. If they can't find you there, they're going to find you there. So think about that, and in the world of this, they use the term like you're just taking over the block, and all signs reach back to your store.
Yeah, I mean, these are all your digital billboards. These are all your megaphones. Years ago, meaning 7 full years ago, if you were, like not very long ago, if you were a business, you probably had to advertise on local TV, radio, newspaper, magazines. We were just starting to get into AdWords. 10 years ago, you had to be in the phone book. You had to advertise on Comcast Local Spotlight or whatever your local was. And that cost tremendous amount of money. Nowadays, with the advent of social media and all these platforms, you can build your message. You can advertise to your people without going to traditional media, save money. That's a billboard, that's a billboard, that's a billboard, that's a billboard, that's a billboard. You can quantify it all and draw all these people back to your business. You can do the same advertising on your own as opposed to going to some giant monster conglomerate. It is wildly powerful and incredibly cost effective.
Yep, and keep in mind, most of these things can be completely free, or if you want to ramp them up based on your budget, you can. Hopefully you guys found this video super helpful. If you did find this helpful, we'd appreciate it if you share it with your friends, spread the word, like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thanks.